So let's get into the video next. That is, now the topic of discussion is the classification of nuclei. This is the first topic that we are literally going to study regarding nucleus. And before that, the reference text for you is Modern Physics by R. Murugesan that I had shown in the slide. So let's get into the video. So basic facts. Atomic nucleus was discovered by Ernst Rutherford in the year 1911. You could see his photograph here, and it is in 1909, Rutherford's student reported some unexpected results from an experiment Rutherford had assigned him. Which experiment is this? It is the well-known alpha particle experiment, where these alpha particles were observed to scatter backwards from a gold foil. Yes, you know the experiment, which is the gold foil experiment, where the alpha particles showed backward scattering. So Rutherford's explanation for this backward scattering of the alpha particle from the thin gold foil was published in May 1911. And he explained like this: this backward scattering can be due to a hard, dense core at the center of the atom, known as the nuclei, and is having the size 10 raised to minus 14 meter, surrounded by orbiting electrons. So backscattering means something have to hit onto an object and it should move backward. When this backward movement happens, that object should be hard, dense, and it is located at the center, and it is known as the nucleus. Here you could see that the student played a major role. Actually, this experiment was assigned by Rutherford to this student. His experimentative mind proved that there is nucleus. So my dear students who are listening me, you all have a very great role in the field of your study. So basic familiar facts regarding atomic nuclei. So atomic nuclei was discovered by Rutherford using this gold foil experiment, and he found that it is the hard, dense part in the atom. Atomic nuclei are made up of protons, neutrons. These two terms are important. Positively charged protons and electrically neutral neutrons, or no charge is there for neutrons. These are two elementary particles. And these two particles together can be termed as nucleons. So nucleons are protons and neutrons, and they are considered as two different states of the same particle. Two different states of the same particle. It is not considered as a separate entity by physics. It is actually two charged states of different same matter or a same particle. So what is nucleon? Nucleons are the elementary particles which is used to made up of this nucleus. And a species of nucleus is called nuclide. What is species of nucleus means? For example, if you consider gold, Okay, gold atom. And if you cut a piece of gold, you can see that large number of atoms will be there in that sample. So each atom has got one nucleus. So a species of nucleus means the whole nucleus within that atom, within that sample is commonly termed as nucleate, or it is the group of nucleus. Got the point? So a species of nucleus is called nucleide, or group of nucleus of the same atom is known as nucleide. Got the point? So two terms, nucleons, nucleide. And nucleide is represented by the formula ZXA, where Z is the atomic number which indicates the number of protons. Capital A is the mass number, which is the total number of protons and neutrons. X is the chemical symbol of the species, and capital N is the number of neutrons. It is not in there in the symbol, but it is very understandable that N is the number of neutrons and is equal to mass number minus atomic number, because mass number is sum of protons and neutrons. So neutron number is mass number minus atomic number. You just understand. I know you all know these all things. So for example, chlorine, it has atomic number 17, mass number 35. What does this mean? Chlorine has 17 protons. The nucleus of the chlorine has 17 protons, and 35 minus 17, 18 neutrons, and together 35 number of nucleons known as protons and neutrons. Got the point? So let's start our topic, classification of nuclei. Nuclei are classified into number 1, isotopes. So what are isotopes? Isotopes are nuclei with same atomic number but different mass numbers. Same atomic number, different mass number. I had shown you the examples. Silicon, isotopes of silicon, 14Si28, 14Si29, 30, 32. These are the isotopes of silicon. And isotopes of hydrogen, 1H1, 1H2, 1H3. They are also termed as protium, deuterium and tritium. So isotopes are nuclei having same atomic number. You can see in the case of hydrogen, atomic number is 1. But they have different mass number like 1, 2, 3. Got the point? And I had shown you this protium. 1H1 has 1 electron, 1 proton and 1 neutron. Okay. So that is in the nucleus. I am telling about the nucleus. So that is similarly the proton number is same as that of electron number. So that is electron is also 1. In the case of deuterium, you just concentrate on the nucleus. It has got 1 proton and 1 neutron. There is no neutron in the case of protium. And in the case of tritium, there is 1 proton and 2 neutrons inside the nucleus. Got the point? And the number of protons and number of electrons of an atom is the same. So isotopes of an element contain same number of protons because the atomic number is same but different number of neutrons. And chemical behavior of a nucleus is determined by the number of protons or the protons present in it. Okay. So all the isotopes have same number of protons means isotopes of an element have identical chemical behavior, but they have different physical behavior only in the case of mass. Okay, the physical difference is there only in the mass. Got the point? So the definition of isotope, examples and the properties. They have different physical property in the case of mass, and they have identical chemical behavior. I hope you understood. Let's see another classification of nuclei, isobars. So what are isobars? Isobars are nuclei with same mass number but different atomic number. Just a reverse of isotope. Same mass number, different atomic number. Examples, oxygen and nitrogen. Oxygen has got 8 atomic number, nitrogen has got 7 atomic number. Let's look on to the mass number, it is the same, 16. So isobars are atoms of different elements. You can see this is oxygen and this is nitrogen. Since they are atoms of different elements, they have different physical and chemical properties. Got the point? But in the case of isotope, you just look, these all are silicon, these all are hydrogen. So that is, they are atoms of the same element. Got the point? But isobars are atoms of different elements and have different physical and chemical properties. Another examples, argon, potassium, calcium. All these three samples, argon, potassium and calcium, they have 40 mass number, atomic number 18, 19 and 20. Accordingly, the neutron number changes. I hope you understood. I think no need of further explanation is required. 18 is atomic number, means it is the number of protons. Mass number minus number of protons will give you the number of neutrons inside the nucleus. And here also you can see, in the case of argon, 18 is the proton number, 40 minus 18, 22 is the neutron number, and the same proton number 18 is the number of electrons. Okay. So you just remember the examples, definition, property and the example. So let's see another classification, isotones. Isotones are nuclei with equal number of neutrons, that is A minus Z, which is the same. Nuclei with equal number of neutrons. Example, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. Their atomic number, mass number, both are different, but the same is they have same neutron number. Here you can see that oxygen atomic number is 8, mass number is 16. So how many neutrons will be there? 16 minus 8, 8. In the case of nitrogen, mass number is 15, atomic number is 7, neutron number is 15 minus 7, 8. Carbon, mass number 14, atomic number 6, 14 minus 6 is 8. So all these samples have, or the atoms have, same neutron number. They are examples of isotones. Isotones are nuclei with equal number of neutrons. So next one, isomers. Isomers are atoms which have same atomic number and same mass number. Got the point? Same atomic number, same mass number, but they differ in their energy states and internal structure. They have same atomic number, same mass number, only their difference is in the nuclear energy state. Energy of that nuclei are different, and their internal structure is also different. Externally they look same, identical. They have same mass number, same atomic number, but the nuclear energy and the internal structure will be different. And such isomeric nuclei are also have different lifetime. So different times are there for decaying such samples. Okay. And such nuclei are called isomeric nuclei or isomers. For example, in the case of cobalt 58, two isomers are there for cobalt 58. All the chemical formula, everything is same, but the lower energy, only their difference is in their nuclear energy. The lower energy isomer has got 71-day half-life, and higher energy isomer, here it is shown as 58 cobalt M, small m is written for metastable, means high energy, to indicate that high energy. It has only 9-hour half-life. Okay, so isomeric nuclei are the nuclei which have same mass number, same atomic number, but different nuclear energy state and internal structure. They have different lifetime. So lifetime, now the question is, what is this half lifetime, etc. This is the time required to reduce half of the sample. If 1 gram of a sample is there, the time required to reduce it into 0.5 gram. If 100 number of something is there, the time required to become 50. That time is known as half-life. Okay, so for the lower energy isomer, half-life is 71 days, and for higher energy isomer of cobalt, it is 9 hours. Okay, so the next classification, it is the mirror nuclei. So nuclei having, what is the mirror nuclei definition? Nuclei having same mass number but with proton and neutron number interchanged. Mirror, you just remember, it is reflection, interchanging. That is, I again repeat, nuclei have same mass number but proton number and neutron number interchanged. I will give you examples, then it will be very easier for you. The number of protons and neutrons, the number of protons and neutrons are interchanged. That means the number of protons in one nucleus is equal to the number of neutrons in the other. Okay. For example, beryllium. Beryllium and lithium is a very good example of mirror nuclei. Beryllium atomic number is 4, mass number is 7, means number of neutrons is 3. And this is the inverted thing in the case of lithium. Lithium 3, 7, atomic number become 3 and neutron number become 4. I hope you understood. The Z in beryllium become N in lithium, and N in beryllium become Z of lithium. Okay, I had shown that in picture. Here in the case of helium, that red balls are the proton and the light blue balls are the neutron. Here you can see that in the case of helium and hydrogen, that is hydrogen 1H3, it is the tritium that we had given the example in the isotope. Here I had shown this helium 2 helium 3, 2He3. 2 protons and 1 neutron, and it is inverted as 2 neutrons and 1 proton in the case of tritium 1H3. I hope this is clear for you. Examples are 2He3 and 1H3, and the next one is beryllium and lithium. Okay, the number has been interchanged. Proton number and neutron number has been interchanged. So, before going to conclude, these are some note for you. When a nuclei consists even number of protons and even number of neutrons, such nuclei are termed as even nuclei. Even protons and even neutrons. Odd nuclei means it consists of odd number of protons and odd number of neutrons. Then even odd nuclei means a nucleus consisting of even protons and odd neutrons are even odd nuclei. And what about odd even nuclei consisting of odd number of protons and odd number of neutrons? So 4 type of nuclei again: even, odd, even odd and odd even. Remember, the first terminology is for proton and the second for neutron. proton even, neutron even in the case of even. O dot, proton odd, neutron odd, O dot. Proton even, neutron odd, that is even odd. And proton number odd, neutron number even, that is odd even nuclei. I hope you understood the topic of classification of nuclei, starting from isotopes, isobar, isotope, isotones, isomers, mirror nuclei. I hope you understood and enjoyed the session, and our next topic will be regarding general properties of nuclei. Stay safe, my dears. Thank you all.